Hey everybody, it's Rachel. Today we're going to talk about my ergonomics at my studio, so stay tuned. So, like this says, I'm going to talk about my work posture and some of the personal challenges that I have in trying to keep my ergonomics good. I definitely struggle with that, and I know a lot of other nail techs do as well. Before I critique my posture, though, let me just talk a little bit about my setup. As you can kind of see, the client is sitting on a chair that can go up and down, it can flatten, it can recline, it can tip backwards, it can do all of these fun things. So you can see I try and set her up at a height where it's sort of right in front of me. And you can tell by this yellow line here that my back isn't doing great things. It's already coming forward quite a bit, just leaning over the foot. More on that later, but right now I'm going to draw your attention to the angle in which my hips are at, which you can see is an acute angle. My femur and my back are closed up past 90 degrees. So ideally, you want to have more of an open hip when you're sitting. You don't want to be in an angle that's less than 90 degrees, like I'm sitting right now. Ideally, my seat would be higher so that my hips could be at least to 90 degrees or lower. And that's going to take a lot of strain off my hip flexors and my low back. Because the longer we sit in a position that is flexed like that, the shorter and tighter my hip flexors will become, and it becomes harder to be just mobile in general. It can cause a lot of pain. This line demonstrates how I should be holding my forearm and my wrist. It should be parallel to the ground. The shoulders should be relaxed and the forearm should be coming at a 90-degree angle from the upper arm. But as you can see, I kind of go up and down, and that's going to be how it's done. You can't just always be in a perfect alignment the entire time you're working. But in general, that's kind of where I want my arm to live. Okay, so these are my specific challenges. I am 5'10" and a half, and I have a very long torso. So the seats that are sold for pedicures are too low, and so that puts my hips at a disadvantage because I'm automatically, even at the highest setting, I'm automatically looking at an angle that's over 90 degrees at my hips. My torso is super long, so if I want to hold my arms at a natural position where my shoulders are relaxed and my forearm is parallel to the ground, then that means I have to look further down because the foot is going to be further away from my face. If I bring the foot up higher, that means I have to scrunch my shoulders up to raise my arms up so I can get the angle for using my fingers and doing all the things I need to do. So it's very difficult for me to just being because I'm taller and I have a longer torso. Some people are taller and they have shorter torsos and it probably isn't as big a deal. But I have a double whammy. So I'm tall and I have a longer torso. So you might have noticed that I started my pedicure off dry. I do all of the maintenance work on the toes first, and then I swing over this foot bath. I had this cart especially made to hold the bowl that I have, and it's about 16 inches off the ground to give you an idea of how tall the ledge of the cart is, where my knee is, about 16 inches. If it were any higher, then I wouldn't have to scrunch up my shoulders. So it's a good height. It's an optimal height for me, even though I'm still having to bend over quite a bit. And as you can see, while I'm doing the foot filing, I tend to sometimes have to bend way over to see what the foot file is doing and how the skin is and make sure that I'm not rubbing too hard, yada, yada. Throughout the pedicure, I'm trying my best to really maintain as best posture as I can. And sometimes it helps, and other times I get tired and I forget. So by the end of the day, most days, I need to lay down flat on my back so that I can relax my back muscles. I tend to hinge forward around the middle of my thoracic region, and so those muscles get extra tight. I'm always happy to get to the massage portion because that is the easiest on my body. I can stay upright and I can use my whole body to do the longer strokes. I don't have as much tension in my back when I'm doing it. I can move my legs around a little bit more too to sort of relieve some of the aching that actually builds up over time when I'm sitting for too long. What I'd like to do this year is find a new stool, one that goes up a little higher and maybe one that has like a saddle seat. I've heard really good things about those. So not a flat seat like what I'm sitting on now, but one that's sort of curved and is more ergonomic. So I'm hoping I can find something that will work out in that respect. And if you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve otherwise, please put them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.